So we all know by now that AI has pretty much taken over in all aspects of our lives, right? Um, they're using it in advertising. They're using it to make cute little videos on the internet to monetize from. My sister even tells me all the time that now she gets fooled by AI, seeing like a cute video of an otter. And while I think AI has its place, just the other day, my sister and I were turning pet pictures into Lisa Frank inspired pictures of our pets. And while we don't support Lisa Frank here on this channel, at least I do not, um, it was cute. It was really cute. Like, my dogs are pretty cute. But it has now crept into the reseller community, and not in a helpful and or good way. Welcome to Destiny Dreams. I'm Chelle, and if you are new here, which more than likely you are, this is a place where we discuss things throughout the reselling community, thrifting and curating vintage items, and we call out the scummy people as well. This is a segment on my channel that I like to call Chelle Rants, and yeah, I'm ranting about this one. So the other day I came across this video on TikTok, and at first it looked like any old here's what I thrifted, here's what I sold it for video, right? My thrift rewind. First of all, how are you holding that coat like that? Burberry's heavy. And if I thrifted a Hermes scarf, listen, y'all better believe it ain't leaving this house. But regardless, while you're watching it quickly, it's not a big deal though. But then you start to look, you're holding that up that way. Nobody can hold a jacket that way. Okay, and then let's give it the benefit of the doubt, right? Maybe you were holding it, you did some editing to make it clean looking. But if you're catching that at the end of the video, oh, here's what I used, right? And so we see this a lot of health and wellness TikTok as well, where somebody is like, oh, I had horrible acne, and or I was so overweight, and here's my journey, and then at the very end it's, oh, and I drank this for 90 days and I was healed perfectly. And of course, if you go to their profile, there it is, link in bio, right, to purchase whatever crap they're pushing. So after scrolling through a couple of other videos, I did go to their profile, and Miss Laura Riley, Miss, I don't know, maybe, 654 followers, a slew of content. Now, here's what I love best about this is they've got videos that are doing pretty decent. They've got one there at 241K, 63K. They've got 6,059. I mean, they're better than my TikTok videos, except for my taco salad video, which seems to be going viral, but whatever. So it looks like a lot of people aren't falling for this. I say a lot because when you look at the ratios of the actual viewers that this is getting pushed out to, not many seem to be following, thankfully. I have also seen a lot of comments saying, this is AI, and calling it out, right? And so I want to show you a few things to look at to help you determine if you're being fooled and when you're being fooled. So one thing is the profile picture. Adorable person here, absolutely adorable, AI generated. And look at the background. So these photos that this one here with the words, the thing is that those aren't words in any language. They're not words. So that's the thing is AI, that's one of the hiccups with AI, is that it doesn't seem to know how to put actual words in the backgrounds. Like a lot, oftentimes if you see businesses, if it's a city scene and you see businesses in the background, the business signs are just random characters generated. While it might look like a McDonald's arches, McDonald's isn't spelled McDonald's. It's some random characters just smooshed together. So first sign, right? Now, I will say the most interesting part is that a lot of comments, though, this account owner is replying with what doesn't seem to be AI generated comments. But that's not to say that obviously a human is behind this account, right? Most likely this app's marketing department or whatever trying to respond to comments to keep the engagement going, because the more engagement, the more the videos get pushed out, right? So let's look at another example. Now this one I just realized while prepping for this video. I was duped as far as the item for the last 2 weeks. Every time I looked at it, I hadn't noticed this until this morning. So they're like, oh, I'm styling my thrifts. Spent $22 on Dolce & Gabbana that sells for $9.50. That doesn't look like Dolce & Gabbana. So we zoom in. Okay, so here's that dress on Vestiaire for $300, not $950, which I love Vestiaire, by the way, for luxury. And there's the tag. Not the same tag, and not even close. I did reverse image search this about 10,000 times and was not able to find what it might be. And so, which leads me to believe that my best guess is this entire image is AI generated. They didn't pull this dress image from somewhere else. The entire image is AI generated because it can't even get the tag right. Now, it does look like it says, maybe, now that I'm looking at it, does it say like aesthetics something? I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you recognize this label, or if you're just like better at cleaning that up, maybe. Because it's definitely not Dolce & Gabbana. Definitely not. Even the quality of the dress is not Dolce & Gabbana at all. There's no way. And then they got careless. So on another video they posted, these are the ones that make me laugh. These are the best. They posted this. I bought this for $14.99. Now they go on to say that they sell it for like $350 or something outrageous like that. Like, listen, fine. Native artwork has its place. I know many creators and many artists and collectors, and that's great. But just kind of like with the dress and the coat, like how are you holding that like that? I mean, it doesn't make much sense. We got a person over here. We got all this blank space down here where you could write your name, and then we've got a ghost hand. So theoretically, in the mind of AI said, yeah, we got this person over here holding it, and we got that person over somewhere else holding it, except there's no other person on this side besides a random in the background. So we just have the ghost hand with the AI generated now human being on this side with the extra long arm and 2 fingers. Listen, here's the thing, right? Let's just be smart, because what this is doing, I feel, is setting you up to feel like that's what you should be finding at thrift stores, is Hermes and Burberry and these high-end items. And listen, does it happen? Yes, it does. It does happen. Um, Sometimes. Like, I found a Mackenzie Child's tray for $3.99 and I sold it for $350. But that's like a once in a blue moon thing, right? Um, but I found a Fenton lamp for $79. I'm not selling it, it's mine. But I did find it. So, yes, it happens. But be realistic. Like, not everybody is going out to these stores and finding all of these products and selling them at these prices. When you look at actual comps on eBay and Poshmark and Macari, unfortunately Depop does not allow you to comp, which I wouldn't comp on Depop anyway. A lot of Depop sales are very low and very under market value anyway. The same with Whatnot. But when you're comping your items to sell, be realistic. Have realistic expectations. And quite honestly, if this app, because I'm not giving them a download in the App Store, but if this app is accurate, my guess is that it's retail price and not current market value, because current market value changes. It changes from day to day. It changes week to week, year to year. I mean, it wasn't that long ago that cherished teddies were selling for $20 to $25, and now they're like $3 to $4 because the market is saturated with cherished teddies right now. So I have about 50 of them in a box, just stored away, because eventually the scarcity is going to happen again, and they're going to be rare again because they're not going to be everywhere. Some Fenton pieces are becoming pretty affordable. A lot of milk glass, if you notice, is kind of everywhere. Where there for a while it was priced really high, and now the value is depleting because the market is saturated with it. The availability is just everywhere, whether it's estate sales, online marketplaces, etc. There's a saturation happening with the inventory, so it's not as expensive. Do not let these shitty AI generated content videos get you down. It's not realistic. It's meant to get you to purchase something. It's meant to get you to spend time and money on something that isn't necessary. You can comp your items for absolutely free. So, anyways, that's all for today. Please be mindful again. If it's something that you're just not sure about and you have that weird feeling, it's probably AI. If it's too good to be true, it's probably AI. But again, thanks for spending the time with me, and congratulations to Andrew Jones making it into the Hall of Fame. This is, I think, my first video since that announcement. So well deserved. But anyways, again, thanks for spending your time with me. I do hope you like and subscribe. Please leave your thoughts in the comments down below. I'd love to hear what you have seen that you feel is AI generated content, maybe something you've fallen for. But let's keep it lighthearted again. There's no place in my comments for hate and discourse. But again, thank you again, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.